What's going on, Swole Gamers? Welcome back to the channel today. My name is Swole Gamer, and we're going to be turning our attention to the latest installment of content for Battlefront 2 with the new update titled Age of Rebellion. Lots of new content coming into the game and new items coming that we have yet to see in Battlefront 2, and me personally, I am very excited with what's happening in the game community right now. Don't want to waste any time with any more introductions, so as always, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to smash that subscribe button as well as like the video, as it really helps promote our channel. And with that being said, let's get straight into this. The Age of Rebellion update will be going live on all platforms today, February 26th, and will include new co-op locations, aka the capital ships, the Ewok Hunter and ISB agent reinforcements, 4 new weapons, 1 for each class, improvements for hero characters, most notably Leia, who's been needing a major buff for the past few months now, as well as 2 new heroes versus villain maps, among other notable changes. And the Age of Rebellion update is themed around the original Star Wars trilogy. For players who are still unfamiliar with Battlefront 2, all DLC updates for this game are free, and anybody on any platform has access to all of its content, making this game a great steal if you're a Star Wars fan and you haven't already downloaded it. However, let's get into the details. First up, we're going to be talking about the new special units. First up for the Rebellion is going to be the Ewok Hunter, and this is a special version of the Ewok who carries a bow and arrow with dual firing modes and can use a Valiant Horn, similar to that of the Ewok Hunter and Ewok Hunt, that can be blown to improve attacks and increase damage resistance. The Ewok Hunter can also throw Wisties at the enemies to burn them, and the unit is very similar, like I said, to the Ewok Hunter that we've been using in the popular mode of Ewok Hunt. Nevertheless, this will make a fine addition among our collection. Next up is going to be the ISB unit for the Imperials. Now, I believe this unit is inspired from the TV show Star Wars Rebels, but honestly, I thought that show was garbage and like the special brother of Clone Wars. But let me know down in the comments. The ISB agent is a dual-wielding character who carries 2 RK3 blasters, and the character can also run extra fast and receive limited damage when the assault training ability is activated. She also has an Imperial Intel ability which scans the nearby area and reveals the location of the closest enemies. These abilities are very similar to that of the Sith Trooper, which we saw added during the December update with the Celebration Edition. Seeing the Sith Trooper is a very potent and game-changing reinforcement, I am very eager to get started using this character. These 2 reinforcements bring dynamic energy to the original trilogy, some that we have needed for quite some time now, and overall I am very expectant that both of these will be very influential and offer many new intriguing playstyles for our player base. The next things we're going to be talking about with the update are going to be the 7 new locations for co-op, including Yavin 4, Death Star 2, Endor, Hoth, Tatooine, Kessel, and Jabba's Palace. All of these are iconic Star Wars locations, and I'm thrilled to see them inside of my favorite game mode. I love the Clone Wars, but the Imperial era needed some love, and it's definitely time for it. Especially because I'll be able to joke around with the heroes and use all of those reinforcements that I've been lacking time with. Especially with the way that the game modes are set up now, with Galactic Assault and Supremacy being the main 2, there has just not been enough love for the Imperial era, and I'm honestly so thrilled to see a DLC release centered around this era, as it's honestly my favorite out of all 3. Moving on now to weapons, and this is honestly my favorite part of this update. We have 4 new weapons for each of the 4 factions, and I am honestly just so thrilled that they have added new content in this era. Now time for my favorite part of the update. We're now going to talk about the 4 new weapons being introduced into Battlefront 2, 3 of them being recycled from 2015, and the other one is a totally new weapon. The 4 weapons are the E11D medium-range blaster for the assault, the DL-17 short-range pistol for the officer, the T-21 for the heavy, and the cycle rifle for the specialist. The E11D is the one original weapon, as it is coming from the Death Troopers inside of Rogue One, and honestly I'm just so thrilled to have some new weapons in the game to play around with. These 4 weapons can be unlocked by completing challenges within co-op. To unlock every single weapon, you'll need to get 50 kills with whichever class you're trying to unlock the weapon in. For example, you'll need to use the Assault class and get 50 kills within co-op to unlock the E11D. You'll then need to get 25, 75, and 150 kills respectively, for a total of 300 when counting the amount used to unlock the weapon. If you're in a long game and you're in a good lobby, it shouldn't take more than an hour to unlock and max out all of these weapons, and I look forward to shredding the competition with them because I honestly really enjoyed using these weapons within Battlefront 2015. There have also been some drastic changes to many of our beloved Rebellion-era heroes, specifically Leia and Chewie, both for the better, but we're going to do ladies first. Leia has had all three of her abilities buffed or changed in some way, notably her flash grenade, which has been completely replaced. She is now packing some serious heat with a thermal detonator, her squad shield now takes a lot more damage and regens players' health by 5 every single second spent inside. And her E11 blaster has had a major buff, and this should hopefully help Leia be more of a threat in Galactic Assault and Supremacy, as well as making her a very viable pick in HVV where she can heal teammates and lay down suppressive fire on non-lightsaber heroes. Chewie has also received a major buff to his crossbow, packing a punch that Wookiees had ought to. When hip firing normally, the 3 shots that used to be in a horizontal line will now be in a triangular cluster, and when scoped in, Chewie will shoot one singular bolt, making him a lethal sniper at long ranges. When using Furious Bowcaster, his hipfire will make his reticle in a circle and scoped in a cross. I'm so glad that they helped my man Chewie out, and this will not only make him much more skillful to use, but make him the lethal threat that he needs to be in Supremacy and HVV. The last major change that I noticed within the patch notes was with ARC Troopers, where using right trigger will fire both pistols and not just your right one, and aiming in will use your secondary fire feature. I love this idea because all of the time that I spent playing Red Dead Redemption 2, that is how dual-wielding pistols has been used, and I think that that's an absolutely great idea. Their close combat potential has been buffed from 30 to 34 damage, and the long-range potential has been nerfed from 17 to 14. After reading through the patch notes, I am very eager to get to playing this update as there is so much content packed within it, and it gives us a taste of the potential and what is to come with this game. We have hardly seen any Rebellion content since launch, and I am thrilled to see the developers working on original ideas and responding to the community. For those who are wondering, no, we are not yet receiving Scarif as a map, but it has been teased on EA's official website and is hopefully coming within the next few months. I will be streaming live tonight on Mixer around 7:30 Central Time, playing Battlefront 2 and experiencing this new update for myself. So make sure to go check out that link down in the description. If you made it to the end of the video, comment hello there down in the comment section so I know who my dedicated fans are, and I will try to get a video up in the next few days where I've got some gameplay using these new weapons. Last but not least, if you would like to check out my latest sponsor, top link in the description, and use code SWOL at checkout. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe before you head out. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in the next video or the next live stream. Stay swole, guys. Thank you so much for watching.